So this is a continuation of the last video. If you haven't checked that video, go check it out. But more than that, I hope you start making that YouTube video. You know what I was talking about in the last video was about how a lot of us get caught up in the thinking part, but we don't do any of the doing part. We think, we prepare. But imagine you preparing for a marathon that never happened. That's essentially what you're doing. I mean, if you've been doing this for 5 and 6 years, you've been preparing for the right moment. The right moment. But whenever it's time to run, you don't want to run. You've been preparing though. You know how many steps, you know the form, you know everything. The weather, you know everything. Because you prepare for it. But you haven't done any running. Got the shoes and everything. Ooh, look at these. You done went out, picked the shoes, 3, 4, 5 stores, 5 hours. Ain't doing no running. That's essentially what you're doing. And it's funny because for the longest time, I used to think that all this stuff that was going on, people would judge me. And you know what? If people are going to judge you, let them judge you. Put yourself out there. It's okay. Okay? But at the end of the day, I was stuck in my head thinking I didn't have the right lighting. I didn't have anything to say. I didn't have a topic. I was scared to get on camera. Everything that I was thinking of that was stopping me from starting a YouTube, once I started the YouTube, none of it happened. Mind blowing, I know. Everything that was stopping me mentally. People are gonna be negative. I don't wanna, start off bad, or I don't wanna, you know what? Check this out. As long as you bring in value in whatever you're doing, you have something. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been on YouTube. You've been on all these other platforms where you see the 7-year-old boy who got 8 million followers. You got the 90-year-old grandpa who got 5 million followers because they have value. As long as you bring value, that takes away every excuse that you have as to why you're not starting this YouTube channel. And this could apply for anything. You could fill in a blank. Whatever you said you were going to do, everything that you thinking that's stopping you, every excuse, once you start doing it, it won't even matter. None of it's going to come true. None of it. I promise you. I promise you. I could guarantee you. But you got to get through that. You got to get through that breakthrough of thinking like everyone's going to judge me and this and that. And if they do, so what? It's so crazy to me because even if I talk like this, or like this, but I had a great message, people gonna listen to what I gotta say. You feel what I'm saying? See, really, I know my voice is annoying. So, but at the end of the day, if you have value, then people will listen. So listen, you don't have the confidence. You feel like you don't have the right background or the back setup. Look at where I'm at. I'm in a car. Driver's seat, by the way. I don't got this fancy backdrop or this fancy microphone, but that's the one thing that's stopping you. And once you actually get in front of the camera, pick whatever it is that you're passionate about. Video games, working out, music, books, movies. You got it. I mean, you got to have something. Talk about it. Talk about it. You know, we carry this phone in our pocket. See, carry this phone in our pocket everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, we carry this phone, right? And this little phone right here. We own it in the bathroom. We own it in between our jobs. But at the end of the day, you letting that little 4-inch device right here control you. You letting it control you. And really, you should be controlling it. Use that device to put your message out there, to spread awareness, to bring some type of light to something. Make that phone work for you and stop letting that phone work you. I mean, people lose their lives for being on their phone. And they not on there checking their bank account. They on there probably playing some little game, text message. They had to answer. I mean, people text and drive over this little 4-inch device right here. Because they letting that device use them. You want to use your device. Let your device work for you. And that starts by taking this little device, setting it up, and getting in front of it and talking. And you know the amazing part about this? You know, you have talented people, what you would consider talented singers, musicians, and all type of... You don't have to be a good singer. You don't have to be a good drummer or play a good instrument or have a good voice or be a good rapper. If you got this little instrument right here, this little voice right here, that's all you need. You could become a star with that. But you got to put some type of value out there. Something to think about. Start posting, stop being scared, and let's build together.